Face-to-face sales is your secret weapon. I'm going to show you how and why you need to put this into practice immediately on this episode of the Do This Sell More Show. Hi, my name is Dave Lorenzo. This is the Do This Sell More Show. We're with you every day at 9 a.m. on the podcast and every day at 5 p.m. on YouTube. We're also with you 24/7 on the C-Suite Network. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to share with you my secret weapon for outperforming my competition. I meet my prospects face-to-face almost always. 90% of the deals that I close in person. And I'm going to give you the reasons why I do that and the reasons why it works. But first, I want to start by removing some of the barriers that you're probably throwing up right now in your mind. I know we live in an age where you can have a Skype meeting or a Zoom meeting or any type of video conference you can imagine, and you think it's more efficient. You think it's just as effective. You can do a webinar presentation to 100 people instead of getting in a room and being in front of them. I understand that. I know companies are hesitant or just flat out reluctant to pay the travel costs for someone to come and speak to them. I know that if you're going to sell somewhere, your company is not going to foot the bill if you have to fly somewhere to pitch a client and you have a less than 50% likelihood, according to them, of closing the deal. With all of those things being said, if you use the methods that we've talked about over and over again here on the Do This Sell More Show for qualifying your clients, you know when you're going to be in a good meeting. As a refresher, qualifying the client before ever meeting with them means you already know that they have a problem you can solve, they have money to be able to afford your services, and they have the ability to make a decision. So if you're going to a meeting and the pretext of the meeting is, listen, I'm going to come and we're going to have a conversation about how we can work together. If all goes well, you agree that one of the three options that we discussed, and those options range in price from $50,000 to $300,000. One of those three options is going to make sense for you. If everything in our meeting goes well, you'll pick one of those options before I leave. That is a meeting you need to go to. I've gotten on planes from my office in Miami and flown just about everywhere to close deals that were $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million or more. When I worked for Gallup in big ticket consulting, I would get on a plane to close a deal that was worth millions of dollars, and I'd fly anywhere to take a chance at closing that deal. If the deal is worth it, you get on the plane and you go, as long as you've qualified that prospective client first. So that is the caveat that I give you at the beginning. You've got to become really, really good at qualifying your clients before you meet with them. And as long as you qualify the clients, you go to the meeting, wherever it is, and you meet face-to-face. All right, so here are the 5 reasons why face-to-face always wins. You always go face-to-face. You always get face-to-face with your clients. Reason number 1, it shows your interest. What better way to show your client, your prospective client, that you're interested in them, who they are, their business, and you're interested in helping them, than flying across country, going to their office, and sitting face-to-face with them for an hour or a 2-hour meeting. That is powerful, and you're making a statement with your physical presence. They may say to you, my other service provider has never met me in person. We haven't even done business yet, and you flew all the way across the country to meet me? That's amazing. The demonstration of interest is powerful. It makes a big statement. Your doing that says a lot about you and your character. It also says a lot about how much you value the business. Reason number 2, you're getting face-to-face with the customer, with the client, with the prospective client. It builds trust. People like to look you in the eye. They like to feel your hand when you shake it. They like to make that connection. They like to see your body language. You demonstrate trust by being physically present in the room with them. It's possible to do this remotely, but the impact in person is far greater. That demonstration of trust is huge. Reason number 3, it provides you with perspective. You get to go to the client's place of business. You get to see how they do business. You get to meet everyone with whom you're going to work. You get to hear their problems. You get to hear their concerns. You get to see the look in their eye when they tell you how much they need help with this specific issue. And they get to see that you're genuinely interested. The perspective it provides you is incredible. This perspective is the third reason why this is so valuable, but for some people, it's going to be the most important reason, and for you, it's a differentiating factor. Reason number 4, it is impossible for people to ignore you. You schedule a meeting. You tell the client you're flying across the country. You confirm the meeting a week before. You confirm the meeting 24 hours before. You're in their office. They cannot ignore you. When it comes to sales, this is the highest level of attention that you can pay to a client. They appreciate it. They will reciprocate. Reason number 5, it accelerates the closure of the deal. It is well within your rights to say, listen, I'm flying all the way across the country. Let me send you as much information in advance as I can. What do you need to see so that we can have a productive meeting? And then at the end of our time together, we'll be able to decide whether or not we're a good fit. Does that sound reasonable? That's it. The deal is closed in that meeting. It's very, very easy. The distance and you being willing to travel the distance helps close the deal. It expedites the entire process. I know. We discussed it before, and I'm going to say it again. I know it's easier for you to do a video conference, for you to work over the phone, for you to have a Skype meeting or a Zoom meeting. I know technology is fantastic, but there is no substitute in sales for the in-person meeting, for the face-to-face meeting. I guarantee if you do this, you will sell more. Make sure you go out and do this today. Now, if you have a question about this strategy or about any strategy I share here on the Do This Sell More show, or if you have a question about business or entrepreneurship in general, I want you to send me that question. I want you to simply take a video of you asking me your question and send it to this email address, askdave@dlorenzo.com. That's askdave@dlorenzo.com. Send me the video. I might use the audio or the video or just the text of your question in a future show. I might use it for audio purposes. I might use it for video purposes, or I might just write an article about it. Your questions are the lifeblood of what I do. They help me make great shows just like this one with issues that you care about. Thanks for watching, and at the sound of the tone, if you do this, you will sell more.